Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Paragon John coming back at you with yet again another video. Welcome back to the channel. You could have clicked any video online, but you chose to click this one right here. So, let's get right into it. Guys, social media absolutely sucks nowadays, okay? It feels like a chore. It feels like I'm addicted to this. It feels like I'm not enjoying my time on this anymore. When I get on social media, the very few apps that I do have, the only social media app that I have installed on my phone besides YouTube, if you even consider YouTube social media, I kind of don't. I mean, there are social media elements to it, but it's getting worse. But I don't overall consider YouTube social media. The only app that I have on my phone other than YouTube is Twitter or X, okay? And I use that app because I get news from it. You know what I mean? I get real news and it's uncensored and I like that. You know what I mean? I don't condone a lot of the things that are on there. It's obviously a cesspool of toxicity and racism and all sorts of stuff like that, which I don't condone and don't enjoy seeing, but I use it because it's real uncensored content so I can see what's really happening in the world and things like that. So, but um, social media nowadays feels like it's not fun or enjoyable to use like it was when it kind of first began, you know, maybe 10, 15 years ago or whatever, maybe even a little bit more than that at this point. But when social media first started, it was supposed to be like this cool way to connect with your friends and share, different moments and vacations and pictures and things like that and life achievements or whatever. It was wholesome at first and enjoyable to use and novel and cool and all this sort of stuff. And it was that at the beginning, but it's not that anymore. It's changed a lot and it's not enjoyable anymore. And odds are you probably agree with that. You know, if you're say under the age of like 40 or 50, you probably agree with what I'm saying. I mean, that's not to say that older people can't also agree with what I'm saying and see, how toxic social media is. They absolutely can too, but maybe they can't see it quite as good as us younger people can see it because we are the people that kind of grew up on this stuff and were raised on this stuff, a lot of us, and we use it on a daily basis. You know, we're users of social media, whatever that means. I mean, like when you think of the word user, what a user is, that sounds like someone who's using a drug. Like I'm a drug user, and they call people who use social media users because that's what social media is. It's a drug. It's a mind drug, and it's believe me, it's a potent one. It's a very potent one, and if you grew up on this kind of stuff like I did, you know that it used to not be as toxic as it is now. I don't know if this has to do with people being more toxic nowadays, or if people have always been this toxic, or if social media in and of itself is a toxic concept. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of those things, but maybe it's a combination of human nature and social media and advertisements and evil people pushing narratives and things on social media and propaganda. Maybe it's all those things, but pretty much every time I get on any kind of social media platform, it's nothing but like toxic AI videos, brain rot slop, like garbage, no talent people that are like morons half the time that do stupid content, kind of clickbaity, ridiculous content, doing crazy stuff in public to try to get views and attention, like just the most like degenerate brain rot content ever. And it's not fun to get on social media anymore and see all that kind of stuff. Like if I get on, even YouTube is becoming like this in many ways. When I get on YouTube, I try not to consume YouTube through the shorts page. I try to consume it through the homepage if I can. I feel like that's like a little bit healthier than just jumping right into short content. I try not to consume any of that as it is. But even when I get on YouTube, it's like, this Cavicular guy. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on Cavicular or anything, but like a lot of his content is like a little ridiculous. And that's kind of all you see on social media now is like this ridiculous kind of a super attention seeking, super clickbaity stuff, this stuff where you click it and it's like I could have gone my day without looking at that or without seeing that like ridiculousness, that stupid shit that like I didn't like wasn't even interested in seeing anyway. And now my day is like worse because I saw that brain rot shit. So I don't know. Some people like brain rot, man. Some people out there, they love social media and they love the brain rot. They love all the crazy trends that everyone's doing. They love to do all the TikTok dances that everyone does and just follow the societal crowd of whatever is the popular thing or whatever whatever the current thing is. They do it too, and they're on every single app there is, and they're posting constantly. And it's just I see a lot of crap online that probably could have gone without being posted. You know, you see a lot of people trying to one up people on Instagram, trying to pretend like their life is awesome, or trying to pretend like they're having fun all the time, or trying to pretend like they have the most perfect relationship in the world with zero flaws whatsoever, and look how awesome my life is. And you know, every day I wake up and I get likes on my phone, so that validates my ego and makes me feel good, and so I keep doing it. And you know, it breeds fakeness as well. It breeds narcissism. It Social media is like a machine now for like creating narcissists. It feels like every person that I know, or just about every person that I know, uh, in real life that uses social media like super hard and they love it, and it's like they walk around with their head down like this the whole time, and they're just checked out of reality completely. They live in their phone 100%. They are not like the most fun people to be around. Okay, I'm not saying they're bad people all the time. Some of them are. I'm not saying they're all good, but I'm not saying they're all bad either. But what I'm saying is that a lot of these people who are super addicted to social media, and they've got like brain rot brain, and they've got like social media brain. You know what I mean? They're like disconnected from themselves, disconnected from reality. They're not super fun people to be around. A lot of times, these are the most gossipy people. These are the most um, oftentimes egotistical people, things like that. And they're not very fun to be around in person, at least to me, you know. But if you're anything like me, and you know, I'm 27. I'll just tell you guys that's my age right now. I was born in '99, so I kind of grew up in the early 2000s, the kind of the 2010s ish era. So I kind of saw the rise of social media, and I got on it when I was young, maybe when I was like 11, 12, 13, kind of got on social media then and grew up on it, you know. Not that it was my choice. It really wasn't. That's kind of just the product of the time that I grew up in, but and a lot of us did. And so we grew up on it. We were the guinea pigs in this like social media testing thing that the people that created it kind of put it out there to the world. And now we're seeing that it's like ruining society and ruining people's brains, and it's really bad for you, and it causes you to be depressed, and causes you to be anxious, and causes you to have lower self-esteem than you would otherwise if you didn't have it. And all these things are coming out now, how bad it is for you, and that people are starting to realize, uh, you know, and a lot of people have known for a while, but the masses are starting to realize now that how bad this type of stuff is. And it's sad to see that what could have been something awesome, and some of it is. I'm not saying social media is this boogeyman. It's all bad. I think it's pretty bad, but it's not all bad. There are some good to it, but it's sad to see something that could have been really great and wholesome for society and humanity is becoming a very toxic, very corporatized, very advertisements. Some people think it's listening to us, which the smartphones are listening to us, which I would not doubt. I think that's probably true. But yeah, social media sucks now, man. Social media absolutely sucks now. It doesn't feel like it's fun or enjoyable to use it anymore. It feels like when I'm, you know, doom scrolling like everybody else is, when I'm doing that, it feels like I'm doing something wrong. It feels like I'm wasting my time. It feels like a lot of the stuff that I'm looking at is meaningless, and it is just not useful stuff, not helpful, toxic, brain rot, garbage. And it's like, I don't really want to see that. So I think the best thing that a lot of us can do right now, guys, is take a break from social media. Delete it if you can. Delete the apps off your phone at least. You know, do your best. Do what you can do to try to um, protect your mental health in this kind of crazy digital social media crazed world that we live in, this narcissistic paradise that we now live in. Do your best to do what you can to stay sane in this kind of stuff. Like I said, delete the apps if you can. If you can't, I know it's difficult. I know they're very addictive, and I'm no exception. I'm just as addicted as anyone else. But I actively try to not have the apps on my phone and not use it as much as I can. And I think that's the best thing we can do right now as a society, is to try to limit this kind of stuff. Or at the very least, if we're going to continue to use it, we have to get more loving messages out there. We have to get more positive messages out there. We have to, we have to use it to bring people together and not to divide people more than they already are. And the social media stuff is definitely dividing the tits off of a lot of people, especially here in the U.S. So, and probably the West in general, I would say. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you guys think social media sucks now? Do you guys think social media is more toxic than ever? Do you guys agree with what I'm saying? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts. My name is John. If you guys like the video, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave a like. I'll be doing more stuff like this in the future. Feel free to browse the channel as well. Primarily, I consider myself a self-help channel, but I also talk about spirituality a little bit. I talk about social dynamics, just people, topics, human stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.